Back again, Melanie.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, we up and running, and God has made this day just for me and Melanie to have a good day to y'all, and just let y'all know that we here, that having a ball of a time, and and you know, our show today is based on the ex calling me, Lodging, so we can be good. So, folks, I was on the previous at the beginning of the show. Our show was based on why my ex keep contacting me. Your ex keep contacting me. Most times your ex keep contacting you is because your ex ain't fully recovered. He's still going through his,
Withdrawals.
yeah. He have difficulty of cutting off the ties. He not sure if he want.
And coping with his loss.
Yeah, he ain't
Her
sure.
loss. His
Yeah,
loss.
he ain't sure that Melanie, you know, he still want to leave Melanie. So what he does, he play this game with Melanie. And most folks, most times your ex really leave you and try to come back to you. In life, things be one shot. You ever heard a story before? One shot. And that one shot is, if he piss on you once, he will piss on you again. Let me say that again. If your ex come back to you and he piss on you before you and him break up, when he come back, most likely give it time, he piss on you again. And
He
the
might have learned this lesson and decide to hold on for dear life because
hold
he
on,
realize it's a good thing.
hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Let me break this down for you. This ain't no Bahamian time. This real time. This the ghetto perspective. This how we think in the ghetto.
Okay.
And the suburbs and all the rest of it, they don't think like this. This is how black people who work hard to get a relationship, work hard to get a good relationship. This is what happens. And most times men, not really women, men, have the tendency to, when they piss on you, see, the difference if I leave you, you leave me, or we just break up. That's a whole totally different.
Okay.
We break up because we didn't see eye to eye on some issue.
Okay.
But when I use the word piss on you, that means if he goes out there and he screw on you and you find out, most 9 times out of 10, you take him back, he'll screw on you again.
Oh, okay.
See, that's the difference.
But he's gone now, or she's gone now, and they can't stop calling.
They can't.
Why?
They can't.
Connected, keep
Yeah,
themselves in your
yeah.
head.
And then he keep he keep on calling you to most find out where you at, so he could keep his hands
Okay.
on you.
All right. He can't let you too far out of
Yeah, yeah,
reach
yeah.
with hopes that things will go bad where you are and you'll think to give them a second chance.
Right. And see what people do, right? What most couples do, especially men. When men screw on a woman, sometimes they only want to have fun.
Oh.
But listen to the story. 99 point of the times, a man go there and screw on you. It's a reason why. And you, watch this now. Watch how I can break this down. It's the reason why he going out there, right? Okay, let's say he got a reason. And here's the problem. Here's the problem why he keep going out there. Man keep telling you his problem. So he's saying, Melanie, you don't keep the house clean. Every conversation would be, Melanie, you don't keep the house clean. And every time he go resort back and Melanie. See, once he get to that point where he's had enough of that, he going out looking for your feeders. He going looking for the next woman in the next line. See, there's always another woman in the line, you know.
Okay.
There's always a woman in the background. Because just like a woman have man always hitting on them and always coming around, man, and woman and man don't like to entertain them
Okay.
because they don't want to go no further.
Right.
But woman always say to themselves, well, he look like a good next step. They always have this, the next guy, he could be the next guy. And so why, man, on top of it, why ex keep
Why
calling
the
you?
ex keep calling, yeah.
There's another reason why the ex calling you. The ex keep calling you because he want vengeance.
L'Oreal says good afternoon. Hi.
Hey, L'Oreal, how you do? L'Oreal, you got to communicate with me, baby. That's how we can get this weekend. Yeah. What he does, he want to get even. So he want to friend you to get even.
Ooh.
So he wants you back.
Bad intention.
Yeah, so he can even a score. Most times you see a man keep contacting you. It's a reason.
After the fact.
Either he genuine in love with you, he can't do without you, or he trying to get even with you, or and he could wear in the night she wear G-string because he ain't want them big flannel panties no more. He won't. He won't. Whatever.
So he looking for a change.
Yeah.
But if I may
Be going to be the devil.
devil's advocate,
Yeah, you always
and
the
say,
devil.
yeah, right. So he went after the G string and leave the flannel, only to discover that the flannel was warmer or even hotter than the G string. I mean, look at the cover up, right? You get hot when you have on clothes, not when you get cold.
Let me educate people around the world on this. Think about flannel and think about G-string.
Visual
Okay.
and practical.
Okay. There you go. You so smart. Why you so smart? Visual, practical.
And practical.
Where a woman who wear the G-string all the time, where you get sexy in that? That's the far as it going sexy, right? To get sexy. See, it's a big difference.
Okay.
Let's get deep here.
Okay.
See, naked is not sexy. Naked is to get
It's
sexy.
the road to
Yeah.
it's the path
You,
to.
you-
Okay.
you go from flannel to G-string, then naked.
Oh, okay.
See, because if you take off all the clothes one time, I ain't got that necessarily in
look
my head.
forward to it.
Yeah, I can't think down the road. I don't see, because all I see in this racing weekend, you know, flabby hips and bungy heavy. So I give me something to say. Wonder what in that. What next? What next? Where you can take me? And so, like I say, most men sometimes come back to you for vengeance.
Revenge.
Yeah, revenge.
Ooh.
But woman has to understand
Mm-hmm.
that ain't every man come back to you come back because they love you. They come back because either something about you, you don't get even, or something about you that they can't live it out.
Well, like, when the woman who you was with would rub one penny next to yours, the one who you gone after, have a penny, but she holding on to it.
Oh, the suckers we call them. You know, you got man and woman who suckers. They will hold on what they got, and they always talk this talk. Oh, this for my children. What mean your children? Me and you have an affair. Your children. This about me and you. Your children. Secondary.
And then, you know,
See, I always put these. They always want to put these children. Is cause a lot of trouble. And most men is leave their woman because of the children. Because a woman love the children more than love them. And see, the next reason man keep calling you is because he want to test his power.
okay, see whether he still
So you old fool,
still have the force and the pull.
and you so fool. Oh, he loved me, and I always could get him back. What do you mean you always get him back?
Anytime.
That dude just playing games. He got you going
Psyche,
because he trying to keep you away from the fellow who trying to take you somewhere.
serving as a distraction.
Yeah, and so he always the sucker. He always shows up, and he wants to test his power.
You want to play with your mind.
And once he gets you to drop your pants,
Oh boy.
yeah, his power done being tested. He know now. See, the psyche is he get in your head. Once he get in your pants, he know he messing up your head now. And most of
And messing up the good thing that you established with someone else.
exactly. And most times, men. Now I can talk with men. Now. Men play that role because they want to test that power and test. He could be in and out your life. And you so fool, oh, he come back to me because he can't do without me. Can't do without what?
Come back because he want to manipulate you.
Let me say it again. If he leave you and he going and juice somebody else, he will juice you and them too. Because he now playing the game. Most times, when you see men come back, that's a bad sign. Hello? I'm talking to y'all woman out there.
Most time is a bad sign.
Most time a man come back is a bad sign.
Wow.
Because if you go, think about it. If I go out there and I buy a house and I got a car and I find one nicely pretty girl, why I gotta come back to you?
Okay.
Why? The only reason somebody come back to you is what?
Love. Genuinely love.
You think it's love?
Yeah.
No. Somebody else chasing the honey. And so
And they feel uncomfortable.
exactly. And you too happy.
Oh.
When you smile and grin and laughing, you looking good. You become most times you leave a man who's sweethearting on you or having somebody, you started to fulfill your dream.
Yeah.
You start thinking that this man is out of your life.
Yeah.
He's gone. So now I can take me and make me full.
Take yourself to the next level.
And the minute you start doing that, the bugger will come back. He'll be a trail on your backside. And he disrupt your program.
Wow. That's selfish.
Well, most men selfish.
I know that.
The ego. Don't mess with my ego. Don't mess with my ego. Don't play with my ego. Don't mess around with my ego. My ego is a big thing. And so he want to test his power. And when man, and let me tell you something. When you see a woman leave a man, right? A woman has something about them. When most men today, an aggressive woman, most men is be pulling them down.
Oh, assertive.
Yeah.
Someone who knows herself and is headed somewhere.
Yeah, because men really want women to depend on them.
Right.
And so when you start getting too aggressive and too ahead, man start to feel uncomfortable. Because he now saying,
he losing the control.
Yeah, hold on now. This woman, hold on. something going on. He don't think the voice. He think must he got another man, somebody else helping you, and start with he only keeping you down. And some women he's smart enough to see it, but most women when they leave a man who giving them hell, they become very attractive. They start to look good in the face. Started to walk with them hips moving side to side. The dude see that he going crazy. Every time he see you, he can tell his friends, say, man, you see my girl, she looking bad. But he mean you looking bad, you know. He trying to get somebody to believe in his story.
So they won't look. They won't have an interest.
Because the fella done tell you, boy, I see so and so, she look good. Say she looking good, say. And then fellas pickle you. Boy, that nigga throwing better cock in you. so that they ain't like the story. They see looking good. So they come back to you.
Chafing.
Yeah, so they come back to you. And so woman has to understand when your ex calling you, and what ex are very crafty when they call you. They call you because they know you. See, they live with you all these years, or they've been with you all these years. They know you. So they know what gets you moving. They know if they know you like apple candy, they will send apple candy.
Hi, Sharon. Sharon Brown is in the house.
Hey, Sharon Brown, I here for so long.
Yes.
And if they know you like money, I say apple candy, I mean to say apple candy, but I mean money. If they know you like money, they will now start to find a way to make sure you get some of this money. See, because a woman most women like money to a point. Let me clarify that. I ain't talking about a woman today. I keeping it online. And so, if man know you like plenty money, you know, you have some women who like them drug dealers, who like cash money. They like cash for a week. They could go and spend for a week.
The name brand.
They love them. Some women like them kind of man, and then suffer for the next couple of weeks. And some women like man who meet you in the street and beat you bad anyhow. They say if you don't beat me, you don't love me. You know y'all. Some of y'all women right out there, y'all know exactly
the red,
what.
White, and blue state.
Yeah. You know, Texas Longhorn, get a gun. They go walk around with a gun in the pocket everywhere you go in Texas, and so you gotta watch. You gotta watch and see. Men, ex like to call you because ex also want to know what's going on between you and your fella or your husband. See, that is the crafty part of them. See, because they want to know, and the way they do.
Good or if it's bad.
So this is what they do. They call you and say these words. Well, I just checking up on you. That's a famous line. And I see your daughter looking big now, and your daughter grown up. It just, see, when you leave your ex, and your ex, like I said a while ago, what the word I use?
Blooming, flourishing?
No, the one I say when they piss on you.
Oh.
When your ex piss on you, cut him off like the plague. Communication, whap. That's the first way to cut him off.
Don't entertain no small talk.
Whap. You make sure you cut the communication, because communication is the key of all relationship. Because once you start communication, it starts small and it grows. Because it makes you in your mind started to say, well, I kind of still like to hear his voice.
Sound like he changed.
Yeah. And then you start
say all the things he know you want to hear.
Exactly.
Or she can say all
and
the
you
things.
start second guessing. Once you start guessing your ex, he got foot in the door. He goes, that's a ground spell. You ever see when the rain keep raining and the water just keep going high and high in the yard, you looking outside and say, mother said, that's a ground spell. That's how fast he would get into your bed. Or I say it better, your pants. And you will wonder what happened. You ever heard when you, especially if you get a woman on the show today, you know when y'all get 18 and 19, how hot y'all was? Some of y'all get catch pregnant and don't even know y'all get pregnant, or your first piece. So you know what I'm talking about. That's what happened here. You wouldn't even know when it happened. And so your ex is very dangerous. When you have a good relationship going on with somebody, you got to be careful of your ex. Your ex will ruin. You could put it and count it on your finger. How many people say they make up with their ex and it work? Not many. Not many. And the reason being because you leave your ex for a reason. You had to leave him for a reason.
Or her.
Or her. Now, most men say they leave their ex because she dead in bed. That's their excuse. Some leave him because they say, well, she let her children. This is the excuse man use. Oh, the children. She love her children more than she love me. So the communication is this. If you couldn't sit down, if you couldn't be man enough and have big balls enough to sit down and work this out before you go. See, because everything in a relationship will be perfect.
That's true.
So if you had to leave me because I couldn't get along with your children, that means bringing me back, what do you think will happen?
Same thing.
The same thing might happen, but guess what will happen? Somebody now have to compromise, because when I come back, I said, oh, I ain't fooling with them children like that. So now you have to compromise, and you have to cut back, and you have to do this, and you have to adjust for this relationship to work. That cannot work in a relationship. Sharon said something. That cannot work in a relationship. And so, Sharon, we can get to you right now. And so, what has happened, there's too many good relationships are broken up because of ex. Go on,
Sharon is saying that she did, and now she's married for 31 years. So Sharon, you left before you got married. Is that what you're saying? Or you left during the marriage and the problem was resolved, so you went back and it has been smooth sailing ever since? And that's basically the commitment that the individual has learned. They made a mistake, you forgave them, they came back, and 31 years you're still married. Is that how we are to interpret that? But she did say that you're right about something in terms of
Now, Sharon, I get into you because I'm going to talk with the ones that make it.
Okay.
The ones that when man and woman return, when your ex start calling you, what is positive sign? I'm going to give you some, I'm going to let you know why. This is why yours probably make it.
Okay.
Because most times ex don't make it, but I can give you why. Some of the signs to
that
look for.
It will work.
It will work.
Okay.
And when it will work. How do you know your ex still love you? One of the signs is, we got to start by somewhere. You can reach out. You can reach out. Let me tell you how most men reach out. They'll call your friend. These the real genuine, you know. They'll call your mother. Or they say your brother. And they'll reach out in a way that is special. In a nice, decent, respectful way. They will call somebody or your best friend and say, man, you know what? I really like Melanie. And the reason I like Melanie is because I miss Melanie. And they'll give you a whole line of things that Melanie and them did that they miss. And they want to be a part of that. And once they reach out in that special way and they find you, and they beg for forgiveness. Most times, and then they offer an ultimatum.
Okay.
And most time when they offer this ultimatum, they will say things like, I know you don't like my friend John. Okay, what I could do, I would bring John to the house. But me and John still cool. That's my childhood friend. But what I will do, I'll make sure I keep John at your part. See, he is willing to make
A compromise.
a compromise and sacrifice because he
He
care about
value,
you and he
yeah.
value
The relationship.
he value the relationship and he value you and he wants you to be special and happy. Your ex call you because what he has lost, there's nobody could replace. You see? He loves the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you cook his food, the way you hold and handle him, how you touch him, and where you whisper, you know what I mean? Because when he go to the other gal can't fit this role. This gal wake. She whispering, but there ain't no song coming out of that. You know? And you see, most times people believe good people come back because good people are Christians. Don't believe that. Good people are good people and good people are good. Most times you see these people come, most people talk Christianity. That means they just love to be in the church and they love to be a part of the church because it's good to be in a part of the church because they fool you and trying to make them be good people, but they ain't.
Okay.
All right, Sharon.
Yeah, so Sharon say she left before getting married. She always loved him. So once he called in a nice, decent, and respectful way, she accepted him back on the basis that he will get married.
Right.
And so, yep.
Yeah.
And when a man loves a woman,
He do what he gotta do.
yep.
And when you see good men, your ex contact you for it to work, he got to willing to go up, over, and beyond.
Okay.
So that means when he comes back and he wants to make this work, whatever it takes, he's gonna do it. Whatever, he willing to go beyond, up and over. He willing to run, jump, skip, hop.
Fly.
He ready. He got that jet, that Boeing 737. He ready to ride that. He even ride on the wing.
With the parachute nearby waiting, if he got to jump,
Oh,
he jump,
yeah.
but he can survive.
Missing. See, let me tell you, when you love someone and they gone, and when they gone, you know how you know you truly love them or you truly want them back? When you miss them and you love them, they will give you sleepless nights. You will hear their voice in your sleep and it'll wake you up.
Wow.
That's how you know your ex means so much to you. And there's too much times that we break off running. You know how we go? Because one issue. And then we run to our ex and tell our ex everything. Well, you know that woman this, and she, you know, she ain't like you. And what you think the woman can tell you? What do you think your ex can tell you? There's only one of me. You're
And
so
that's the
fool.
truth.
You're so fool. And there's a million of you.
And a million of you.
A million of you, don't mind one of you, it's a million of y'all. Because let me tell you, like I always say on the show, you can find a million women to cook clean for you. You can find a million women to open their leg for you too. But it ain't the same. Because one open you special way, you dream about that. And you can't stop dreaming about that. see, I believe there's everybody for somebody.
There is someone.
And I believe
Everyone.
you could find your Boaz. And some people don't never find their Boaz until they have 3 and 4 man or 3 and 4 woman in relationship.
Well,
And the reason because of that, let me tell you the reason because of that. It ain't because you can't find him, you know.
what it is.
It's that we don't be patient enough.
Oh.
We jump to the first thing coming. Because it look good.
Or Boaz taking too long to
Yeah,
show up.
and Boaz taking too long. But Boaz right there, most time Boaz is be your best friend from childhood.
That's true. You're lying.
And most people will say, nah, I don't like him because I know he live in the neighborhood and I know his people and I know him and you got so much excuse in looking right in the face of Boaz.
Or you have in your head some
perfect.
picture of somebody. And you know, it's interesting, you
Black,
know.
tall, handsome, this and that.
The physical.
Listen, dream on.
Physical, yeah. But Sharon said that's how she knew that she loved her husband, because she miss him even when she's at work during the day.
Sharon, my old saying, sleepwalking. There you go. you go to the copy machine. You go to the copy machine and you love walking. You go to the copy machine. This is how you love walk. Go to the copy machine and you start thinking about that man, what he say, or how that cologne smell. You know that special cologne? When you smell that, all your legs get weak, Sharon. You know, oh Jesus God, let me go home. And then some woman who got their Boaz, who got their Boaz, they have their legs start shaking, and then they gotta go pick up the phone. Don't matter where they were. Well, honey, you make a stupid call, but that's fine. Oh, honey, well, I walk across here. But let me ask you a question. You to pick up the children? Well, you know the man can pick up the children at 3 o'clock. Oh, but you just doing this now because you ain't
Feel the need for the connection.
Yeah, you ain't want to tell him. You know,
It'd be nice if you tell them, though, eh?
Yeah, be very nice, because a man need to know. A woman need to be restored, but a man need to know.
Okay.
See, a woman need to be restored by things you do. You show her love, but man need to hear it, and hear it constantly. See, a man needs to hear it because he gotta have that smile on. See, when you tell him that, he smile inside. He smile inside, and then when he go and sleep, love walking, he can smile inside. He may drink, he can lick on the bar, but he can smile. He say, boy, that woman is hell. He can smile, and what you has to do when your ex come back, you have to establish strong principle so this don't occur again. Because you telling me you love him, this your boy, and you telling me you marry your ex, so you done establish this road. You will take, for better, for worse, what? For richer, for poor.
Sickness and health.
And you won't die with him. You won't jump in the coffin behind him.
Yeah.
You know. Oh,
Right.
you screaming. Oh, yeah, you're screaming, and you won't jump behind him. You know,
Sharon says she's been married for 31 years, but she say her heart still skips a beat when she think of her husband.
Sharon, no. Man, Sharon, ain't much woman that say that. You was one of a kind. Ain't much woman can say that. See, even though a woman thinks it, they ain't gonna say it. You said it. So you know what? You got your Boaz wrapped in a plastic bag. And all I can tell you, let him breathe a little bit. Let him get some air. Because some of y'all women keep man that plastic bag, you know y'all keep man that plastic bag. You wonder what I mean, eh?
That's excellent, though, Sharon. Yeah.
And
still your heart still skip a beat when you think of your husband.
Yeah,
Must be
Sharon.
your best friend. He know what he was coming back to.
And see, when you get your ex back, you understand the great sense of loss. You see,
Yep.
you understand that great sense of loss
Mm-hmm.
because you had him. You do all this fool. You know you're a woman can do fool because you're young and immature.
I think men do more fool than women.
Now you talking that old school stuff now. That's old school. We talking about this modern woman.
Anyhow, Sharon say he is a good lover boy.
He's a good lover boy, Sharon.
Mm-hmm.
He squeeze your hand right. You know what?
Keep a heart skipping even
You know-
when he's not around.
If
So
he,
he
if
has
you
the
tell me
trick
that,
of
that
the
means.
trade.
Let me ask this last question. He communicate. He got a data, and he communicates with his eye. You got a
Code.
yeah
You
eye
get some
codes.
codes.
He got some data codes. He communicate with his eye. Fellas, they dangerous. You know. That's how you know women love you, by the eye. I can let y'all know how it works. If a woman stare you direct in the eye and talk to you first time you met her, there's a communication there. See, because most women don't stare a man direct in the eye. Remember that. And there's another one. It's couple. I will give you all these things because then you all, you know.
You want it to be genuine,
Yeah,
and you don't
yeah.
get him
Yeah, I will
no
give you all
tips on
these
how
too
to
much tips.
how to fool the man. Yeah, and
There's
let it
couple
come
si-
natural.
It's couple signs that you know woman got the eye on you a little bit.
Oh, okay.
When woman have a conversation with you and the next day she asks the question, "But what that was we was talking to yesterday?"
Hmm.
And see, you gotta watch man when they talking to you. When you see man keep looking in the ground and looking in your eye and looking in the ground, he can't face you. He's somewhat attracted to you.
Oh.
So he can't face. So learn these little tips. So when you go there, I talk about these young people, not you, Sharon, you married. The young people who listen to this, you can watch these little tips. I had studied some of these contacts, eye contacts, body language, movement. So I kind of a little dangerous, you see. I know Melody didn't want to marry me long time. I know. So,
I played the fifth
Yeah.
on this show.
see,
Okay. I
So-
I let it out a couple weeks ago. Now I in trouble.
now you're trouble. But see, what had happened, see, there's some woman so come from the background, old school, not old school, basic principle background, that deep rooted morals.
Mm.
They ain't gonna break that.
Yeah.
Don't care what you do, but they're the ones who the ex always come back to,
Mm.
because the ex know
That's
they
a
are
good woman.
well grounded,
Mm.
they are well behaved, they are well disciplined, they understand the basic principle of relationship, and they will not do things out of character. For example, you ain't got to worry about the old school. Old school ain't gonna go there and jump on top of another man. Old school gonna tell you first, this ain't working. I'm moving on.
That's respect. Though.
Yeah, because old school has respect not for you, they respect for their self.
Oh, okay.
And so when you find an old school woman, you find gold. Just one side of that, is bad. Let me explain what it is. With old school women, they take a long time to change. So you have to win their soul and win them, confident that they could put their all into you before they don't mind. They can give you everything you want. They can cook, clean, this and that, but they can hold back some of that just to make sure to keep me at bay or keep the man at bay.
I was just about to ask you, why would you want the old school woman to change? But I think you're going in terms of her just giving you a little of her goodness because she want you to take note
Yeah,
that this ain't no
push over.
or no game.
Yeah, this ain't no game. She would give
Okay.
you everything you want. You ain't gotta, but old school woman, you ain't gotta worry about sex. Old school woman, give you that. You ain't gotta worry about old school woman who's grounded in the watch now. Listen, grounded in the word, grounded in mother's love, and understand the principle of a woman. You ain't gotta worry about them. They only sharp on their mouth. So what you gotta do is when they start, you say, if that's what you see, okay. So you ain't got much. You ain't got much to say. Like I got a saying on the show. I can shut you up a long time. Sex or basketball?
So,
I guarantee you can say basketball. I go on.
so the majority of the exes that are calling, these are persons who were with old school women.
No. Most time men don't want old school women.
But that's why they go out, leave old school, and discover new school in
No.
loyal.
No,
and
no,
so
no, no.
they come back and calling, banging on the door. They don't call this knock on the door, knock the door down.
Most times men leave because there's no reason to leave old school. So most times you see a man leave old school, he gone.
He ain't coming back.
He come back.
Ain't
He come back to play. But most times you see a fella. Let me break this down for you. Let me break this down for you also figure this out. Let me get closer and break it down. When a man have an old school woman, he ain't leaving. He ain't leaving that old school woman. That's what he's saying in his head. He will sweetheart out there, go get his little thing, get his little happiness. What the children say, get a little freak on. Okay, he go and get it for you, but he come back to you. Why should you leave old school? Old school, she's so old school she can be there waiting for you. She ain't gonna sleep until you close the door, lock the door at night. She can cook, clean.
That's loyal.
Yeah. And she can worry about you. She can take care of your children. She can
Take care of your home.
She can take care of your bill. And if you ain't working, she can take care of the bills. And she can make sure you straight. And she can take care of your watch now. And she can take care of your children too if you bring them. That's these ex. What I talking about is these girls who believe the world begins and ends with them. They believe they could put these wigs on, pink. They get their face different color, get their eyelashes. Now the new thing is they all fixing their teeth, and they all wearing tight clothes. If they 50, they wearing tight clothes. They all look sexy.
Because they realize that that's what the men turn their head and take a second look at.
And so those type of women, when they call you, keep running. hold your head and scream and break off running, niggas. Because I can tell you, anytime, this is my principle. If me and you dating, or me and you get married, and you let another man jump on top of you, and you put them demons he shoot from his penis to you, in you, and I can jump back into them demons, now I got all these demons fighting me? Hell no. I ain't dealing with that. Not me.
So you ain't calling that one?
No, sir.
Okay.
And that one come, and if I find out Tom been playing up at my things, see ya. Now, a man, that's how you think. A woman think different. She'll take a man back because she taking all this emotion, and I ain't got that. Only one emotion I got. You let another man juice you, you keep going. Keep juicing. That's me. I ain't mixing up with that. That is for, I'm sorry. That's for them Dream people who got them big dreams. Big dreams made for girls.
So Sharon say, you know, the ladies you were talking about, the ones who stay home and lock the door or we ain't going to sleep there,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
locked in.
Yeah,
She
most.
say you talking about her Grammy them.
But you know,
That's the kind of
Sharon,
moves they used to make.
Sharon, I might be talking with the Grammy, right? That's what you think.
But you have
But
present day,
this
old
present day,
school.
you got old school. Let me tell you what man art is. Man got some art that y'all don't know. Men most likely will marry women that don't go too much places. She go to work, she go to the food store, she go buy chicken clothes, she got a mother, she come home. Men like them kind of women. See, because those women is what we call today, now in the new wave, we call them old school. See, men like them kind of women because men have them in a routine and pattern. So men could do more food. See, because once you doing, man know your pattern. When you go here, you come home, you go to bed, you go and sleep. Your routine is set in stone. And so he could do more food out there because he know your routine. He don't need to worry about you because he say, you tell me, boy, my wife home. What time is it? It's 12 o'clock. She picking up the children, taking her by her mother. By 5 o'clock, she done home. She done gone to the, by, on Saturday, she go to the store, do this, she done pay this bill, she this. So, you have a lot of women that we call old school in the pattern. Most Bahamian women now, but we talking to the world now, we talking about most Bahamian women believe they got the art of new school. They believe they believe on the, like I say, on the cutting edge. But brother, they got a lot to learn. I remember, I can share this joke before we close. I remember I used to be a player one time, you know. When I was young. See, I had my field day when I was young. I do it right. I go on out and do what I had to do young, so I know what I dealing with. I know that I make some bad choices, but it's good for young people, especially man.
Make it earlier.
Make your wrong choices early. There's some things that I did early that I won't do again. But there's some things I did early I'm glad I did. So I have experienced some troubling things in this brain that I glad I went through. I had a time where I had one woman in the front room and one was on the porch. You see, and they wasn't man enough to leave. That's how hard I was back in the day. That's how hard I thought I was, or what I was. But see, I didn't understand the art of woman then.
Is it an art or a science?
Yeah, the science. Woman has a science that women sit there and takes a lot. And they calculate. When you think you got your game going on,
they got a bigger one going.
Yeah, your game is a joke. See, I thought I was the big juicer and I could do what I have to do and there was no repercussion for me. So I can share this joke with y'all. So I tell the girl, I say, well, you know, why you getting upset? I come outside, she on the porch all upset. I say, why you getting upset? She's telling me, she say, you think this and that? I say, listen here. It's enough to share. It's enough to go around. So I say, hey, it's enough to go around. What you mean?
Yeah, I know what you say to that.
So she say, yeah, so when 3 days later, you know, I saw she come by, maybe loving up, she happy. So she say, I gotta go home because I gotta keep the children for mommy. So apparently I said, okay. So I was going to the movies, and one man tell me I must go where they live, so go to the corner. So when I get there, the mother gone, and I thought she said she was keeping the baby. So when I get there, I knock on the door. She stand at the door. She won't let me in, so I force my way in. I meet this fella sitting there. And what shocked me is this. She say, well, I just letting you know, don't get upset. Say, it's enough to go around. That was, listen, for a man, I never heard that, and
You
how,
mean you said it, but you never received it?
yeah, how dare you could do this to me? Because I'm the big juicer. How do you do this to me? But let me tell you the story. You think it and then no. Let me tell you what the upsetting thing about it. And this is why I tell you the story. When I look inside and really see the man was a white man, that's double joy. I just get mad because now it's time for me to break up the place. So she said no, and she keep pushing me and saying no. Is even enough to go around with the other kind? I said, mother sick. And I learned that lesson.
What goes around comes around.
How you know? Don't give what you can't take.
Yeah.
Because if you think you're the only big juicer, brother, be careful. So, I'm letting you know today, before we close, if you fool around with some of these ex, you live in hell. They'll make your life a living hell. And most times, your ex come back. Most times. Some ex come back because they love you. But most times, ex come back is because they want revenge. See, because I wanted revenge in that case.
I ain't taking no loss.
I refuse to not give up. I keep going back, and I keep going back until I conquer that.
Wow.
Because I wanted revenge. And so, what I'm telling you all today, in most times you see your ex come back, your ex don't really come back for a good reason. So be careful out there. And this show was requested.
Hope you were able to satisfy.
And I hope I satisfy the requester. Because I know they're listening. They mightn't come and say amen, but I know they're there.
But it's insight, and I think it's sound reasoning, as to the two directions in which this thing could go.
Oh yeah.
But oftentimes I feel personally that the loss is what would cause them to come back.
Yeah, the loss.
Not so much even the person, but what
loss.
they share with the person. They don't get that same attention and love and affection, and even material things sometimes are at a deficit. So
and see, most times men leave women. They go to somebody who's similar look at you. See, man love a certain thing.
type,
If he like yellow woman with big bungie, he gonna sweetheart gonna be yellow woman with big bungie. And most times, watch this now. This can kill you all. Most times, man don't sweetheart too far. Man don't go too far to sweetheart.
Profile type. Oh, you talking about not far from home?
Yeah. And prototype. They don't go too far. See, to sweetheart far, it costs.
Get catch quicker.
You gotta go too far.
I thought you get catch
Yeah.
quicker.
No, you gotta ride too far. Not too far.
Okay.
You
So it's a matter of convenience all around.
You ain't want it too close, but you ain't want it too far. And so, when you gotta bounce back, when you gotta go to the ex gotta be in close proximity. So you and you gotta understand the whole mechanics of it. It's a whole see, there's women out there who every day their ex calling them. Because the ex telling them story that not what they want to hear, what they like to hear. Big difference. That guy you with, he's a dreamer. That guy you with, he's a loser. That guy you with can't take care of you. When money become love.
Yeah. The object.
When, see, especially women have to understand money is not love. And woman has to yes, you have to have money to yes, but money is not love. Because if money was love, see, especially in the Bahamas, and only 5% people that got money. So all these marriages is only wasting time. Because the 5% fellas got all the women. So money is not love. Love's supposed to be genuine. It's supposed to be when two people come together as one, understands, have great communication, great desire to be together, can't get enough of one another, understand when something broke, they could fix it. Because most times, when something break, you all break off running. And so, the ex, get rid of him, because if it's broken and he break off running,
He gonna run again.
he can run again. He weak.
Now that make a lot of sense. That make a lot of sense.
So, love has nothing to do with money. Love has nothing to do with sex. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Because when the sex die and the money die, and that's what I want, I going.
No need to stay. Go find it somewhere else.
Hear me, let me say this again to you all black people, because see, let's go for the black people. Because in the ghetto, in the suburbs, this would be love. Black people, especially black men, base their relationship on, I had big chooser, this and this, I killed that girl, you ain't do nothing. Kill what? You can't kill no front. All you could do is hurt yourself. That's all you could do. Because when you leave me, you get tired, fall asleep. That's all you could do. Woman, and I get raw, woman wash it and go again. So, sex is not love. Money is not love. Because when the money gone, and then anybody can give you money. The married man getting all the single woman money. And the married woman think they got the best husband.
Wow.
So, and the married man saying to the wife, yeah, pay the bills. Yeah. Oh, stop complaining. Yeah, take the money, go do it. Because you know, you love the money. You ain't love him. Wow. So he going looking for the sweetie. They got a name for it now, you know. There's a new name for it. I can't remember the name. It's something pimp. Something. They got a new
that one.
Yeah, they got a new name for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a young people, you know.
Yeah,
every day is a new
some
phrase.
young person can hit me up and tell me what it is.
Yeah.
Pimp something. Pimp, they got a new name for it. And so we has to learn, especially in the Bahamas, what we has to learn. Men in the Bahamas got to keep still. Women in the Bahamas can keep their leg closed a little often. That's serious time. Liz, why are you laughing?
Because it's kind of like opposite to what you always say, you know, women in the Bahamas like to keep their leg closed.
Yeah.
But now you say they got to learn to keep it closed even more.
We not talking about the young gal now.
Okay.
I talking about the old school woman. Keep your leg closed.
Okay.
Give it time. See them young children. Listen to me. Them young children throwing. I say it like this. Them young children throwing that thing on anybody now.
That's true.
Young children. You give them some shots in the.
It's recreation.
Yeah.
It's recreation.
Yeah.
Part of the recreation
I do
scheme.
the way it is. I do in me. I only live in once. This the young people. And boy, listen to me. I know what I do and don't talk to me. That's what they tell me. Hey, Pops, you done live your life. You, you know, Mr. Time I try to tell them, yeah, but I trying to stop you from getting,
Hurt.
yeah.
Because no matter how much people deny and rationalize, sex is an emotional exchange. It even if the emotion you call it drunk, because some people, oh, I was drunk, and a lot of people use being drunk these days for doing a lot of stupidness. But at the end of the day, when you drunk and you sober up, you may find yourself with a number of things that you didn't bargain for.
And
So
boy,
it's better.
them things, them certain things, is be life
Yeah,
lasting.
life lasting,
But let me,
life changing, life
let,
transforming.
I know we, man, love sex, right? And let me say this too. When you love sex and you have sex with a woman, and when you finish, what is that? You have a good time? Get over it?
Yeah.
What's that?
And then you make ready for the next round again.
Yeah.
So it's a, I guess what you call, it's reaching a peak, and then you start the cycle all over again. So you reach the peak.
People are making it as a big deal. It's a normal thing.
Yeah, it is.
It is a normal thing. Woman holding
Cyclical.
it in, yeah, woman holding it in is a big. It's a normal thing. You do it in a decent relationship. You do. So it's normal to do.
Say that.
It's
Yeah.
not to be thrown around. It's normal. It is.
So
in
it's not a
decent
bargaining chip.
No, because you could get sex everywhere.
That's true.
Okay. So what is love? Let me tell you. Oh Jesus, Sharon Brown, you still here? Trouble
No,
start.
Sharon gone. Sharon had to leave. She
Okay,
said
trouble
Mr.
start.
Brown
And
arrived.
who's the girl voice?
You had
Well,
your sister.
my sister. Okay.
Yeah, I think that was the only person. Your sister.
Okay.
And Sharon.
Let me say this. I can say this to you all now. What is love?
Closing on that.
Yeah, we can close right now on this.
Okay.
What is love?
Would the ex keep calling back for?
Yeah, what is that? What is that?
I just rolled back. Only L'Oreal and Sharon were the two persons that.
Hey Laura,
communicated with us.
but what is that? What is sex? And what is love? Let me tell you what it is. Love is overrated. See, you could live with me and take care of me for the rest of your life, right? But you ain't gotta love me.
That's true. You care.
Because 90 cents about the time, love and the relationship gone. Gone.
Well, I guess the emotional side of it is gone, but then that deeper, unconditional state where you care deeply and you want the best for the individual, that's love.
All the ex, we're talking about the ex, who really saying they won't come back because they love you. You know what they saying? I ain't coming back because you fool.
No, because you're good. You care.
Listen.
Or I care.
Love is overrated.
Okay.
That's why a lot of people get themselves in trouble. Because the people throwing the word around here loosely. Love. Everything. I love you. Love. Love. And you're lying. You're most of them. So, love is over. It takes two to make it. Love is overrated. And once people started to understand true love, care, that's what you call it. When you care about somebody.
And you show it.
And you show it. That's what it is all about.
Okay.
I close on that today. And we will be back here under the tree next week, same time, same place, same values and principles, never change. And I hold you accountable watch these ex, because most time they call you because they love you. Close on that.
They have an X
Agenda.
plan.
Agenda.
Extraordinary agenda.
Agenda.
Okay, well, folks, thanks again for joining us. And the COVID era is swiftly dying, and I guess Tony's long desire to move around an island hop might very well open up.
I won't get around here, and man, listen, y'all ain't know it. I got some things to do, and I want to enjoy this little life of mine, and I want y'all to enjoy it. This is time to enjoy life. This ain't no time to play. You notice all these heart attacks every day? Every day somebody got a heart attack. And you know why? Some of y'all don't even know the last time y'all even drink water.
Wow.
Some of y'all don't know the last time y'all exercise.
Yeah.
Some of y'all sit down from work.
Stressing
sit
from
down,
one thing to the next.
And some of y'all worrying about money problems. Listen, that money problem can be right here. That ain't going nowhere. When you pay one bill, the next one coming. The light bill come every month.
It's a cycle.
So it ain't no big deal.
So stop
Don't worry
stressing.
don't stress. Clean up yourself. Exercise. Drink water.
And stay happy. Think happy thoughts.
And think about love.
Yeah.
Go on the beach, sit under the tree.
Don't only think about it.
Yeah.
Share it.
Yeah.
Give it to those closest to you. In arm reach.
Anything negative, say, hey, hold on. Not today.
Not today.
I let a coconut drop on top of your head, nothing wrong. I get hit top of your head. You know, that you give you some new sense. So
okay, and if
I
have permission to remind you that the Bahamas Society of Ophthalmic Nurses will be holding their South Out and Fun Run Walk on Monday, July 11th, beginning at 6 a.m. in the morning. And we would like the support of every Bahamian, because the funds that we generate from those events will go towards helping people who need eye care and are not able to access or afford the care that they are accessing. So that event is coming, and everyone stands to gain, because if you're not a giver, you can be on the receiving end. But when we are giving, then we know that when it's time for us to receive, you will definitely, because when you give, you get. You give and you get as good as you give. So thank you, and hit me up if you need more information.
That's what we share here
on our Facebook page, or you can text message or WhatsApp message 810-7762. I have tickets, $12 for the tickets, chicken, pig feet, and turkey sauce. And of course, out there will be other food items on sale.
And see you next time, same place, right here. Love all of y'all, appreciate y'all every day. Under the tree.
Under the tree.
As for another week, Saturdays, 4 o'clock next week, under the tree.
Another interesting topic by his truly.
Yes.
Take care now.
Bye-bye now.